and welcome everybody. We're back. We've been incredibly busy. Let's tell you all about it. Music, maestro. Welcome. We at Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival have had an exceptionally busy month. That's why it's been about 3.5 weeks since we've actually managed to put any content out. I've actually been away. I completed my level 3 applied bushcraft and survival course with the survival school, which was 5 days out in the wild up in Scotland and Asia, and it was absolutely brilliant. All it done was just consolidated everything I knew. I learned so much more as well from them as well. I went quite primitive, which is not normally my thing. It's normally James's. I've also been running the Geordie overnighter courses up the northeast of England, where I'm originally from, and they've been a massive success. I was with a guy called Lee. He is the founder of Training for Ragnarok. Give him a look. I've actually featured him on one of my videos before, and then his cousin called Stacey, who runs Clarity and Mind Adventures as well. So if you want like hiking and wellness and positive mental health, he's the kind of guy for you. So today's video is just mainly just going to be kind of a filler, because James has actually managed to get some filming in, but we're still sort of in the editing process of that, and then we'll get that out. So I just want to get out and then have a brew. And Bobby says hi as well, ladies and gents. Say hi, Bobs. Good boy. So usual thing, I'm just out taking him out, getting a brew in, and then just soaking up the sounds. Alright. So while I'm out here, I just thought I'd get some practice, because regardless whether you're an instructor or how good you are, you still always have to keep on top of your skills to ensure, especially when I teach, I don't look like a bit of a silly sausage and I can actually do things. So what I have been playing around with quite a lot is a Fatwood. Piece of Fatwood, and then the ferrocerium rod. This was actually given to us by a guy I was on the course with that lives quite local to me here in Preston, a guy called Tom, and he runs the Woodland School Limited. Outstanding lad. Check his website out. It's down in the description box, and he's also got a channel as well, so I'll put the link for that as well. The tool of choice today is my camillus. It's a stainless steel, really sharp spine. It's got a mandrake kydex handle. It's really good, really robust, and it's good for someone who is starting out. It's the one I was getting the students to use while I was away, because I've got a few of them. And I also use the more companions for them. Now, all we do here then is we use the spine, and then we're going to scrape it nice and slowly. The last thing we'll want to do is, if you do it fast, it's just going to fly out everywhere. Scrape the back, put a lot of pressure on, 45-degree angle, and then that's what you're looking for, just there. Once you've got it on, thumb push, and then put it on the floor. When you're doing this, we're looking for something around about of a size of a 50p piece. That's currency at the larger coins here in the UK. I think, if my memory serves us correctly, it's about the size of a quarter in the US, or a €2 coin if you're in Europe. When you're off using your knife, back in the sheath. When you're doing this, it came with a striker, and these strikers are quite good. 45 degrees again, and all I can say for this one is a little bit of pressure, and then we're going to use a pump method. And what a good thing about this is, it smells delightful. Fatwood is just resin that's been soaked into the wood, and it just gives off a really nice aroma. One thing that I don't think is covered enough on bushcraft survival videos, regardless of it being YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be, is knife safety. Now, the best way to hold a blade and the safest way to carry a blade is in a sheath, regardless whether it be a solid or a nylon one like this camillus is. At the end of the day, the knife is nothing more than a tool, and it's a tool for what you want to go out and achieve. A lot of people have a tendency to mess around with these. The first thing that most people do is when they pull it out is they check the bevel. Okay, that's the sharp end of the knife, to see how sharp it is. But what a lot of people have a tendency of doing is going down rather than across. And if the knife's sharp enough, the knife will cut when you go across it, when you go down it, not down the bevel. And then that's when an injury normally starts straight away, and then there you go, straight away out of the woods because of an injury, early finish for you. If you're passing a knife to anybody, yeah, just simply keep it in its sheath. Oh, can I have a look at your knife, please? Of course you can. There you go. However, when it's out of its sheath, it's live. Okay, it's also dangerous as well, especially when you're in someone's blood bubble. Now, James covered the blood bubble when we done our training weekend a month or so ago, and that's anything with your arm extended with the extension of that blade or the axe or the saw, and that's all around you. If anybody's near your blood bubble, put it away, okay? Because it's a safety issue. They might not be aware that the fact that you've got a blade out of the sheath. You may have some individuals who are a bit more immature and then pretend to try and stab somebody or make a general threat. Now, the British soldiers have a saying is you never point a weapon system at anybody, even in jest, because the fact that it's a weapon system, this is not a weapon, right? It's a tool, and that's what a lot of people make a mistake about. They will mess around with it, and that's when injuries. And I've also seen people trying to throw it around without the sheath, try to catch it, try and do daft little tricks. At the end of the day, if you misuse this tool, it's going to hurt you or somebody else. After every time you've used your knife, put it away. Straight away, no messing around. Don't put it on the floor, don't stab it at anything, because again, if someone's not aware that the fact it's there, because the fact this one here is polished silver, okay, it's polished steel, so it looks silver. You do get tactical knives which have got a matte black or a matte green coating on it, so it will naturally camouflage yourself in the ground or whatever it might be in or perched up against. Put it away immediately. As soon as it's finished, put it back on its sheath, whether that be on your belt or whether it be on the floor. Isn't that right, Bobs? It's the Blair Witch there. When you're battling, what you need to think about is something that's solid. Now, people use tree stumps all the time. However, I don't have that luxury here, so I'm just going to use this little offcut here. But next, you want something that you're going to batten. What I'm going to do is I'm going to batten this down into matchstick sizes to put my bush box to get it going to get my brew on. Now, I'm right-handed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on here, and I'm going to place my knife in my left hand in the grip motion. I'm then going to put it sideways. I'm going to ensure that I've got some space between me and the striking area, and then I've got a stick here that I'm going to strike it with. I'm going to strike it directly straight down in the middle, and once I can't go any further there, I'm then going to move to the side. Now if I don't put pressure on my left hand, okay, when I strike this, it's going to go up. So then all I'm going to do is push down. No, that's for me. My dog is unreal. Push down and then strike until the chips come off. Another thing that you need to take into consideration as well is the fact that the further you are out here, the less control you've got. You've got more stability further to the handle, and when it does go down, you've got more of a striking area here. And then once it's, you can just snap it down from there, and then that goes in your bush box. Good boy. I think that's small enough. Yeah, you can batten this down as many times as you want to as small as you want. Let's go make a brew. All I've done here is battered them down in a matchstick size, a couple of larger ones, and then all I'm then going to do is combine the two things I've practiced today, and then I'm going to get a fire going. So that's burning away, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for supporting me. We are doing really, really well. Without you, we can't do this without you, essentially. If you're new to the channel, you're always welcome back. Well, thank you very much for watching this. For everyone who's watched before, keep on watching and keep that support. Share our content on social media and on YouTube with everybody on everything. More the better. Show everybody you want Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival, and we'll be able to do it more. As ever, if you're interested in anything that we do here at Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival, regardless whether you want to know it's any of the kit that we use, any of the kit that we sell and make, or if any of the courses that we're running, by all means email me directly. It's just down here at the bottom of the screen. We do families, we do solos, we do weekend courses, we do overnighters as well. Everything from bushcraft basics and further from there. So I want to thank you very much. Again, it's just a short video, just to fill out until James gets his editing done. and then we'll be back in because we're not so busy now. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.